welcome. I'm Jade of Jaded Reader, and today I am announcing a dragon-themed readathon. If you are new to my channel, a quick fact about me: I am in love with dragons. I'm completely smitten with them and I love them. My friend Soleil at Little Reader's Corner is much the same, and we have come together to create a dragon-themed readathon called Draconathon. I am so happy to be hosting and co-hosting with Soleil, and we have so many fun things to plan, but let's get down to the basics so that you know what's going on and so I can make this semi-quick and super accessible. First off, we are located on both Instagram, Twitter, and of course our YouTube channels under the name Draconathon. I'll have the logo in the corner so you can see it and easily recognize it. It also matches my necklace, which is the constellation Draco, and seemed like just the perfect way to encompass all that we were trying to do with this readathon. Next are the dates. This will be taking place all through August, and we did this so that you can get as much dragon books as you can. It also creates less pressure and gives us more time to create fun activities for you guys. We don't have all the activities finalized, but things you can look forward to is making Fire Nation Fireflakes from Avatar: The Last Airbender, who learned the gift of bending through the dragons. Then we also have some watch-alongs we'd love to do. You can definitely watch any dragon-themed show or movie that you please. I would also love recommendations for what to watch, but Soleil and I will be, through the month of August, watching Dragon Prince, which is located on Netflix, and then How to Train Your Dragon, both 1 and 2. They are some of Soleil's favorites, and they have also become quite close to my heart. Speaking of heart, I also really recommend the movie Dragonheart. I don't know if it aged well, but I do know that was one of the first dragons I ever saw where I was completely in love, and it also gives you a bit of background on the constellation Draco, and it's just a lot of fun. Now that I've rambled through the preamble, let's get into the prompts, because these were a lot of fun to create, and I have been reading about dragons non-stop for about 2 weeks. So here we go. Here is a list of the prompts, and I'm going to go through each one in detail so you have a little bit more clarification, as we did try and keep the prompt format fairly simple for you to reference. But for further clarification, the first prompt here is Mizuchi. Mizuchi is a water dragon that hails from Japan, and there are 2 ways you can fulfill this prompt. The first way is to read a dragon book. It can be any type of dragon book as long as a dragon is featured that also features water. So the prompt for this is water. If you can't find a dragon book that follows any of those prompts, we have our global prompts, which is to read a book where that dragon hails from. In this case, it would be Asia, or more specifically Japan, and either way is fine. If you do the global prompt instead of the dragon prompt, then you do not have to have a dragon featured in the book. You just need to read a book from that culture, and own voices authors are what we are looking for ultimately. The next prompt is Kukulkan, and this is a Mesoamerican serpent deity that I believe originates from the Yucatan. The story goes that Kukulkan was a winged serpent that flew too close to the sun, and when it reached the sun and tried to speak, the sun ruled it too prideful and burnt its tongue. Some of these stories are pretty great, and I will have a link down below to the points of reference we have, but feel free to do your own research because they're all pretty amazing, and it excited us quite a bit. And for that, you should be reading a book with a deity and a dragon, or if you can't find one of those, a South American or Mayan read. The next one is Gasyandatha, and Gasyandatha actually hails from North America, where I live. I was so excited to read about this dragon, and while it dwelled in lakes and rivers, it was also seen flying on a trail of fire and was said to be a meteor dragon, as it came from the stars to impact Earth. And the prompt that goes along with Gasyandatha is space, as she is a meteor dragon and she came from space, so read a book featuring dragons and space. Now this one seems particularly hard, but again, I'm going to reference the global prompts, which allows you to read a non-dragon book. So that is reading a book set in North America, and very specifically, the author setting characters should be indigenous of North America. This next dragon is my absolute favorite, and I cannot wait to get into it. Our next dragon is Aidawedo, and she is a Benin or Haitian rainbow dragon. He's often featured as a serpent or snake, and she flies through the skies as well as dwelling in trees. This dragon had a twin personality where the red side was male and the blue side female. They're just a beautiful gender fluid rainbow dragon. For Aidawedo, we have of course a queer read, so please pick up a queer dragon book, and if you are unable to find one, please pick up one of our global prompts instead, which would be read a book that is set in Haiti or Benin, or read a book from a Benin or Haitian author. Okay, this one, if you've been on my channel for a while, you won't be surprised. I had to put this one in. I'm a huge Arthurian legend fan. So welcome to the club, Udragoch, our red Arthurian Pendragon. It is said that Vortigern, being an Arthurian character, was having trouble building his castle, and when he asked the soothsayers what he should do, they said to kill a boy with no natural father. So he found Merlin, and Merlin wasn't too keen on this idea, so he told Vortigern that there were 2 Udragoch dragons down below his castle, and that is why the castle kept crumbling. When they excavated, they found 2 dragons warring a red and a white, and it was prophesized that Vortigern would fall and Arthur would rise, partly from a meteor, but also because the red dragon won. So for Udragoch, I of course have to throw Merlin in there, but it doesn't have to be Merlin. It can be any witch, wizard, or sorcerer for this prompt. If you cannot find a dragon prompt with a sorcerer, I'm gonna kind of gear you towards an Arthurian legend book, but if you've already read that or aren't interested, you can read a book set in Wales or on a larger scale, Europe. Our second to last prompt is Kiha Wahine, and this dragon is hailing from Hawaii and is described as either a woman, a gigantic black lizard or drake, or a dragon with red or auburn hair. She may have lost an eye in battle, but she is going to be one of the oldest dragons found in Polynesian folklore and is a spirit helper. Because she is so entwined with spirits, ghosts, and the afterlife, the prompt accompanying her is spirits, so read a spooky or spiritual or ghost-like book having dragons featured, and this can be any kind of spirit, so really stretch the imagination because we want you to read as many dragon books as possible. However, if you cannot find one, then that's okay because again, global prompts. Hawaii or Oceania is going to be your go-to place for authors and books in that region. And last but not least, we have Akek. Akek is an Egyptian dragon that roamed near wastelands and deserts and along the Nile River. It is said to be a 4-legged dragon with a serpentine body and is associated with the deity Set or Seth. For this prompt, you will be reading a book featuring serpents and dragons, which honestly a lot of the time go hand in hand. Also keep in mind that all of these prompts can go for things that are on the cover of your book. So if you have a YA snake on a book you'd really like to read that also features dragons, then that is your ticket in. And finally, of course, you have Egypt or in a much larger capacity, Africa, which gives you plenty of options for books to read. What would a readathon be without a group book? This of course is not mandatory, optional, but highly encouraged. And Soleil and I have found a book that we're very much so looking forward to. It is an adult high fantasy book called Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter. This is said to be Game of Thrones meets Gladiator and follows a main character who believes he has his entire life together until the moment it is ripped apart. This is said to be a vastly intricate world and is an own voices book inspired by the Xhosa culture of South Africa. I'm really excited to get into this book. It sounds absolutely amazing. Gladiator, Game of Thrones, dragons. His next book is coming out. So in preparation for that, we are really excited to read this book and we hope you read it too. As for some of the rules go, Soleil and I are pretty relaxed. I don't know if you know this about me, but I like to go with the flow. I'm very casual. I know I don't look casual right now, but I am very casual and I want you guys to have lots of fun. You can either do all of these prompts, you can do one half the board and just do the draconic prompts, or you can do the other half and just do the global prompts. You can also mix in between. So make sure you're having fun. Make sure you're exploring new worlds, new dragons, new books. We will be having an opening live show on August 1st, so make sure to check in with us there. You can of course also just ask us questions. Soleil's channel will also be listed down below with her announcement video in case there's something I missed that she covered, and vice versa. Please come to either of us. We're also hoping to have a few guests on some live show sprints. I'm just expecting this to be a lot of fun. I have been the co-host for quite some time, and I knew when it came down to what kind of host I would want to be, it had to be dragons. So I'm just really excited to do this with you guys, and if you again have any questions, list them down below. Refer to the Draconathon Twitter or Instagram. So find all that information down below, and while you're there, go ahead and check out some petitions I also have listed. There's still a lot going on in our world, and while we can definitely travel and journey to other ones, make sure we are still taking care of our own. And with that, I hope you are enjoying the sun or more stars wherever you are, and until next time, bye! It roamed through wastelands and deserts. Yes, it's the word desert. Our next dragon is Kulkalkan. Our next dragon is Kulkalkan. I knew it. I knew the moment I said this perfectly 20 seconds ago. Kulkalkan. It's losing its meaning. I'm adding a la. Kulkalkan. Yep, that's what we're going with. Our next one is Kulkalkan. The white is real. No, Ima, not today. Kihawani? Give me mo. No, I'm dyslexic. Just say it really quick in your beautiful voice.
Yeah. I'm trying to get your voice out of my head so I don't accidentally like
Kihawahine. Okay, Kiwahine. Goodbye. While I have been a co-host several times, I've never had all of the decisions. So if something's not clear to you, let me know and I will clear it up. Because there's no one else to refer to. We're in charge. How terrifying. It is. It's terrifying. I am terrified. Is there anything else? Just wasting battery life now. I think that's it. I think this is it.